identification.
Let's go.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Figured I'd jump on here for an hour or so. Probably just an hour. Oh boy. Back for making rounds and everything. Interesting thing. I went and post office and I got a package, a bunch of seeds from a seed company. They didn't put any information in there except for card and some really strange writing on the back of it. So I'm going to email them and see what's going on with it. Strange. Yeah. Got all kinds of, and some odd type names for the tomatoes. It's mostly tomatoes, which I don't mind. And probably the one well, there's fish, something other pepper, Stafford red heirlooms, garlic chives, prime rib tomatoes. Too bad the tomatoes don't taste like prime rib, but yeah, that would be good. Bear Creek tomato and Two Hawk tomatoes. And then there was another one in here somewhere. Dwarf duckling micro tomatoes. So I'm gonna have to email them back and see what's up. See what's up with that. Oh, well, we got Heather from Milk and Honey up in here, and B Charming. How are you guys doing tonight or today? Today, it's not nighttime yet. Yeah, I haven't. Those are, I don't know if they're made up names or what. I do get, things sent to me sometimes, and there's never nothing on it or anything like that. At least this has a card. At least I can contact them, ask them, or say thank you, and what's the purpose of this type of thing. Yeah. Let me see. Hey, Chicken Noodle. Good to see you. Jennifer Ocean. Hope everybody's doing good. Went out and did errands and all that fun stuff. I was going to get a food meal. I seen an old food meal, and I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't, because last year I was in a hunt for food meals, and I went and got this fancy electric one. It's all automatic and everything, for $15. And then the next day I found another one the regular kind at Goodwill. So now I have two. I have an electric one and I have a backup one. So I was like, I gotta save money. Don't buy it. Well, you're not supposed to have any of that. That snow. The snow's supposed to be gone already. That snow is awful stuff. Yeah, it was t-shirt wearing day outside today. A grain mill. Yeah, I'm kind of looking for one of those too. Oddly enough, I've been, and it's nothing I would want to use on a regular basis, but they have attachments to go on your mason jars that you can use to grind. It's a hand grind though. I mean, it would be good for like, a purpose for like that. Dang it, I can't remember what the name of it. And they have all kinds of different attachments that you can put on. They're made for mason jars. There's coffee maker where you put the stuff in there and it does the press and all that stuff. What else? There's the food mill one, but that would take forever if you're going to can a bunch of stuff. Oh. Hey there, Eric.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
Same old, same old.
Same old, same old.
Yeah. A little busy.
Did Jack get a new Frisbee today?
No, I bought him. I believe it's called Fresh Pet.
Oh, okay.
The refrigerated stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give him some of that. And I've got a little bit of prime rib left from the other night, so I'm going to, do that up for him. So
he'll expect that every day now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, my Jackie boy's 11 years old today.
Oh.
But he's still a maniac. Runs around like a 6-year-old dog. So hopefully I can say the same when I'm almost 80 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like I try to lose track of my the age of my next birthday. So I'm like, wait a minute, am I 56 or 57?
I don't do birthdays anymore, so it's just kind of, it's just a number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what matters is how you feel and what's in your heart. That's all.
Yeah, and I think actually my birthday this year falls on my live stream night. So that works out good. So let me look at that.
Maybe Jim will show up with a hat or something.
In 3 weeks.
Oh.
Tomorrow it'll be April the 1st.
Yeah, there's only a couple of YouTube friends that know my alleged birthday.
Alleged. Yeah. See that it's already starting going down.
What's that? Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard somebody screaming in the next stall next to me. And yeah, I think they got it in their eyes. And I always, when I'm outside, sunglasses are always on my head.
Yeah.
And I heard, And
I wonder if it would make it like caustic like that to actual.
It's acid.
A skin irritant.
No, it's a burn. It's acid burn. I washed the truck, and when I was washing the truck, because I t-shirt and stuff. I've got burns and stuff from cleaning the crap off the truck, and I had some up on my face too because spraying up and whatnot, especially in the bed.
And what these reports said it was from a fire, the local fire?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. I can bring it up on a map here. Let me
Did
bring
they
up
say what
Ohio.
type of fire it was?
All it says is it's a grease fire, but here, let me share
Huh.
this real quick. Share screen. And this is a good website to check for um, fires and whatnot. And this is in Ohio. Um, here's Athens, Chillicothe, and this is like real close to West Virginia. This is Ohio River, but this is the one it's still going on, and it's a greasy fire. And I said, okay, greasy fire, and you bring it up. It's still active, and it's been going on for a week, and it's 12 and a half acres. Um,
Where did they get? Wow.
now, if I zoom into here and switch it to satellite, we can get right up in there. Now, I mean, this could be a dumping spot site for somebody, and they
Right.
could have been burning something. But um, this is the location right here where this greasy fire is, and that's what they're saying. It's possible air irritants and leaving residues on vehicles and stuff. I don't know you know if that has anything to do with it or anything.
Hmm.
Who knows? But let me go ahead and put this back. And like I said, this is a good map that tells everything. Now, I'm not sure what this is, and this because a lot of reports were coming from saying it was Oklahoma and Texas. Well, this is the Oklahoma and Texas little dust thing that's going by. You guys will get hit down there, and
We've
um,
been I've been socked in all morning and I don't have any irritants on me.
yeah, but it's dust. That's why I said that it's totally different from what that's been reported up here.
Okay.
Um, but that's the big dust thing that evidently came from Oklahoma and whatnot, and that's the reports are saying that we got hit by it, but it went east. It didn't even go. It didn't head north. But yeah, I'll go ahead and post uh, this link if anybody wants to use this thing. This thing is awesome. Um, as far as fires and stuff,
Hmm.
if it lets me post a link. Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go.
Fire weather avalanche.
Yeah, because
Yeah, it was I got up at 5:30 and it was well obviously it was still dark, but then
well,
it was sunny for a while and then it just came in. It came in off the Gulf real fast and it was I
okay.
thought it
I
was
was gonna say because it may be real high, so you might not even see
yeah.
it.
And then we got rain for I don't know, maybe an hour. Nothing heavy,
Yeah,
sporadic. And now the sun's out, but it's overcast. I mean, it's cloudy. And we're getting wind, quite a bit of
the
wind.
usual pollen dump going on. Looks
Oh,
familiar. Okay.
me. I got to go buy some nasal spray. But if the wind wasn't blowing so bad, this would be a good top water day.
Yeah, it's looking. I mean, our weather is looking good. I don't want to say anything. Knock on wood.
Yeah, we're supposed to be 82, 83 in a couple days.
Yeah, we're 65 right now, or 64. Tomorrow's going to be 69. Wednesday's going to be 70. Thursday's going to be 69. Friday's going to be 77.
Nice.
Um, Saturday's going to be 77, but thunderstorms. And then
Back to winter again?
it goes back down. It's not that bad, but you know, it's 60s and 50s for next week, assuming nothing changes, but it always does change. Oh, you guys had a tornado last night?
No, I didn't see that.
Do you guys get
Hey, crazy. What up, girl?
sirens and whatnot?
Well, look, I mean, first responders, of course, but no, I don't get a
No, I mean like if there's a
tornado. No, it's just that it comes over the emergency broadcast.
oh, okay.
You get the beeps.
Yeah, I just crazy your email working because it came back it's not didn't send, which is odd. Everybody else's went through. Let me send you another one here. Copy link.
Yeah, I can remember living up north. We had that big, giant siren that would.
Yeah.
It would take like a whole minute to wind up. I mean, just to get it to the loudest decibel it could go. And then they'd let off, and then you'd slowly. But that was 6 p.m.
Looks like the bomb raid.
Right, exactly. That's what it sounded like. Yep. But that thing would go for about a minute, and that's when you knew you better be home, or your mother's gonna. It's dinner time, 6 o'clock. But the weather reports down here are the emergency stuff. It'll come over by cell phone or over the TV. That loud bzzz, bzzz. Oh.
I sent another one, so let me know if you get it. Your email, crazy. They used to have them over in Crystal River. Yeah, ours is right in town, so
Wow. That'll knock you out of bed.
We hear it. Well, every Wednesday at 12 it goes off.
I kind of liked it back in the day because you knew to get your butt home.
Yeah.
When you could hear that from 3 or 4 towns away.
Yeah. Well, this last one, well, we didn't have last year when we had the tornado that hit just right outside of town. It hit the next little burg and then a few houses close to town. And that thing was going off like crazy here. And they said there's supposed to be a difference in the tone of the siren, but
really,
it sounds exactly the same. So I'm like, and I always get confused as there's a warning and there's a watch. I'm like, which one is the one where you make sure you get your butt in the house? Um,
I think a warning, it probably is longer in duration as far as where a watch might be, like 15 seconds worth or whatever, and then
yeah,
down.
and normally if it's daytime, I go out and watch it.
Right.
Um, we had one when we were headed to Walmart. I could see the clouds forming, and I said, "Well, if that keeps going, we it might touch down." Um, and when we went inside Walmart, the siren went off and said, "There's a tornado right outside of the Walmart," and they were telling everybody get back into the far middle, and the far middle area in Walmart is electronics with all those TVs and things.
Yeah.
And they were trying to get us to go over there. And so, hell no. I'm going over here and burying myself in the diapers because they have the big metal racks for the diapers and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, they're crazy.
Hey guys, what's up?
Crazy. What's up, girl?
Yeah.
And there's a few people went back into the milk department, the freezer part.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is the whole display of the glass and everything. Like if something hit, they would get shattered with all the glass.
Yeah.
This goes much better on my phone than it does on my laptop. Damn. Sorry.
Oh, Crazy's got a pipe sitting smoking right next to her.
That's my cousin Danielle. Say hi.
Hey, Danielle.
I'm out. Oh, Bushcraft. Yep, she follows you. I got you new subscribers.
Oh, wait. There we go. That way I can put the hat on.
Can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, good.
I like your hoodies.
Thanks.
Cool.
He's Irish too.
Nice. I like it.
Nice.
You were a fan.
Matches the theme.
So what's the topic today?
Nothing really.
Just hanging out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Woohoo!
That's always fun. Like-minded people. Not many of them.
I know. A whole bunch. Be Charming on here. She lives out Florida way too.
Oh, Lake's on here?
Is Lake on here? Is she in chat?
I don't know. She says you'd be in and out, so probably not.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh yeah, she said that. Yeah, she'd be in and out. She's doing stuff at the house.
Hey, Chris.
Oh, there she is.
Hey, Chris. Miss Chris Pyatt.
Oh.
I have sound effects. These
Yeah,
old.
wind chimes. Nice.
Yeah, is Eric up in the corner here?
He's the one from Florida.
Yeah.
Is she on TikTok or whatever too? Or
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
She used to live in Florida too.
I lived in
Oh.
Herman and Cape Coral for 8 years.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Us Floridians.
My in-laws live in Palmetto right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So what were y'all talking about? The milk. I heard something about milk in glass when she was trying to plug it in.
Milk?
Because I don't drink milk that much.
The milk department. It was a
Oh.
tornado when we were in Walmart, and people went into the milk cooler.
Oh.
And well, that's where the employees went. And I'm like, they sent all the customers into electronics and they go into the coolers. But I was just sitting in between the racks and the diapers.
Well, if there was a milk.
All those baby diapers and stuff.
That could be something that's coming
So-
down the road there.
But it never did hit or anything. It just, you heard the rattle over the top of the roof at Walmart and stuff, and the power went out. And
Dang.
Sheesh.
they said, well, you guys will have to leave now because we have no power to check you out.
Run out with the car. Yay! No.
For me, we could have been causing trouble together. Who's Be Charming?
Be Charming's my Our lady friend out in Florida.
Nice.
Can't believe crazy was. Yep, that's me.
That's okay. We'll be in
She
Kentucky.
might-
She's still down in Florida. So that's okay. So when y'all move to Kentucky with me, well, when you move to Kentucky with me, we could just do road trips to visit these guys.
Ooh, you going to the Bourbon State? Cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely love it. We've been looking at I think the smallest acreage is 25 acres. And we're looking for stuff that has springs and like all the, essentials on the property. So
Ooh.
we found some really good ones. So fingers crossed.
Cool.
I show you my new vehicle.
Go ahead, it's yours. Scott said he's not going to tell anybody else about it.
How do I turn the camera around?
I don't know. Click on you.
Click on more.
Private chat. No.
No, it's different on my phone now. Damn, how do I do this? Oh wait, I did. Hold on.
You just broke Eric and
Did I
I.
disconnect myself?
Make pretend you're in Publix.
You're in Publix.
Those were the good old days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, no.
Ooh.
That's the only fart they got on here.
Oh, is that what that is?
What? No, it's an air horn, but that's
Right?
oh, she hit the wrong button.
Oh, she's gone. Crazy.
Hey, Larry.
They'll be back.
Hey, Lake.
Hello, Miss Lake. The red button.
Don't touch
Welcome
buttons.
Uh-oh.
Just don't touch any buttons. Don't.
Irish, you're pushing my buttons again.
Good.
It's a good thing because she's not really technology advanced.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Hey, your friend's kind of sassy. I like that.
That's my cousin. That's what. Yeah, watch out. You got two Irish people
Oh
over
my,
here.
my lord.
Is that Leak?
Yep. It's like
Oh, I love when she posts her new like her paintings and stuff. Oh my god, she's so crazy talented.
Isn't
She's
Yeah.
amazing.
Awesome painter.
got a car now. You want to go visit her? Because I told her when I
Hell
got a
yeah.
car, I was gonna be. It
We
only
could
take us like 4
listen,
hours to
we
get
can
there.
take the Land Rover and push it over a hill over there.
Okay.
Sorry, insurance job. I mean,
Whoops.
Shh, don't give it away.
I'll talk to
it's okay. I know the little loopholes. I work in law. We're good.
her.
This is all allegedly.
For entertainment purposes only.
We love insurance companies.
Don't even go there. She's on a mood today.
And when medicines kick in, ugh.
I'm gonna start doing lives with Danielle. I'll come over here every day.
Something says to me, you two need to hit a small local bar. That'd be.
That is stuck
She
because
can't have vodka either. I swing and she tells the truth.
Vodka's my truth, sir, and everybody knows keep that away from me. Give me whiskey, give me bourbon, I'm good. Anything else, it's like I love you, I hate you. Damn, you nasty. Yeah, it's not good. It is not good. You want to know the deepest, darkest, like I always try to be diplomatic and polite, like, oh, bless your heart.
What's diplomatic and polite with vodka?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Normal Danielle tries being diplomatic and polite, and then as soon as you give me that drop, it's like, listen, bitch, this is what I think.
That's what Mother Russia will do to you.
Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. I'm not Russian, but I'm everything else like up there. Little Viking bitch.
That's why you can't have vodka. Viking.
It's Scottish, Irish, and then Viking. That's how I summarize the rest of it. And German. I'm like 14% German, but I'm Viking.
Bushcraft, I think we took over your live stream. Hi.
Sorry, guys. I'm just rambling. I just had to take some painkillers, so like my mind's just.
So is it nice weather out you guys' way?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful out today. Bless you.
Want some squirrels too?
Squirrels.
There's so many damn squirrels. There's a fat ass one right there.
Yeah, everybody is sitting at the car. What? I can't believe they're up to $5 to wash your car now.
What happened? Like, why is your arm look like that? She just showed me a picture. Is it the chemical, or do you know what the reaction was from?
It's probably acid because baking soda. When I washed it down with baking soda, it was fine after that.
Yep.
That's what I thought. I was like, that looks like an
Stop
acid burn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Protect the channel. Please don't feel attacked again. It's to protect the channel. What?
Oh, it's his bot.
Yeah.
Bushcraft elements. Stream elements.
Oh, I don't have the regular bot up. do I?
No. People that type in chat. I just don't know how to give people hugs and slap them with eggplants.
Well, we've got
He has
what
his
else
bot.
do you got, Bush? You've got octopus.
Three-legged frog.
Exclamation, and then you put maybe.
A big frog. You got Yeti.
Transgender.
Yeah.
Pea.
Yeti piss. Oh boy.
Yeah. There's a whole line of it. Let me see. Stream labs.
It's not even. Is it working?
Why is there? Oh, that's image.
Do you want to plug it in inside?
There it goes.
There's slap. Okay, a stinky fish, an octopus, one of Jeff's farts, a side of bacon, a bag of chips, a slice of bread, an eggplant, a brick of fruit cake, a wet cow pie,
Could like send it to the
a
people in chat.
Texas shrimp, a rotten corn cob.
Was that a Texas shrimp?
Yeah, a three-legged frog, and that's the slap one. The dump one is beard trimmings, rotten eggs, Yeti piss, transgender saliva, dirty socks, maggots, spam, bacon, rotten milk, stinky underwear, a 6-pound turd,
Listen,
toilet
I
seat,
think stop puking or something like that. No.
Eric's 10-year-old tater chips,
Oh,
good.
Lord.
a bag of cookies,
No, the runny eggs. You gotta have runny eggs.
a bucket of boogers,
I hate runny eggs.
a 300-pound fruitcake. And you want me to add runny eggs.
Yeah, runny eggs. There you go.
Channels, but some channels do.
A dozen runny eggs, just for crazy.
What?
A dozen runny eggs, just for
No.
crazy.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Stop.
Stop.
What are we like really doing right now? It's just like everybody's like
Hanging out?
no. Like all this like Yeti
Like
piss.
dump maggots
That was
over
like-
her own
is
head.
that, like, is that just like everybody's like fears?
I don't know. It's what
Because-
Bushcraft put in his thing.
It's kind of I want to see Yeti piss. What color is it? When nobody's around, does a Yeti piss in the woods?
I think basically everyone just wants to see a damn Yeti, let alone having a piss.
Exactly.
What do you like say? I can't read. You got your glasses on. I don't have my glasses
Why
on.
we all dumping stuff? Oh, I think it says over our own heads at Bushcraft Family.
Like, she's got crows too. They talk a lot.
Oh my
Just
God,
like
they
yours.
come. I actually can almost feed them. They come super close. That's why I put the food out last night. I had venison that was like I didn't realize it was in the freezer for so long because it was like on the bottom of everything. So I threw it out, and the baby coyote came last night. The hawks,
They
and
ate them all.
I was so happy.
She has turkey vulture friends too. They come around here a
It
lot.
was scared the shit out of me, but it was beautiful.
Cool.
I can't head to the house.
And she still wants to see Yeti piss.
I want to kiss the moose and hug a bear. Mind you, I told you the story about when we went camping, and I was like, "What the hell is that noise?" There was like a post like at the campground, like cautious of your stuff. There's bears in the area. Blah blah. I looked at Scott. I was like, "Dude, I make you get up at like 1 o'clock in the morning to drive around to find this shit. It ain't gonna be like anywhere." We walk out. I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I ran and got in the truck. He goes, "It's not gonna be anywhere." I was like, "Listen." He's like, "I thought you were gonna hug it." I'm like,
It's a
"No."
bear.
He's like, "That was just a baby too." I was like, "I'll get a stuffed bear. I'm good." But I've gotten really close to a
People
moose.
die more from moose than they do.
Yep.
Yeah, so there was
Yeah.
one time we were driving, there was a big, like holy cow, huge moose, and everybody's stopping and like starting to scare it. And I'm just like, all right, all of my energy must go in to like calm him down. I was like, go. And I got really close and I was like, dude, his lips are so big and kissable. I just want to kiss him. And then I was like, you need to go. You need to go before I kiss you.
Yeah, I
ran.
seen a
It didn't
video
run.
where
It didn't want to kiss me. What the hell?
people out in the field were filming these. Well, I call them buffalo, but everybody will get mad and say bison. You gotta call them bison.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And they're out there filming, and there's baby ones out there, and that wasn't a good thing to be
No.
recording. That thing just bailed down on him and started banging its head on the ground and
Oh,
started slinging them up in the air and everything else.
Oh,
that's not nice.
Scooby-Doo.
But
You're in their home. Like, respect them. Don't scare them.
Scooby-Doos.
There's a baby crow or just a blackbird over by the horseshoe thing.
that's why I get a kick out of when you see these them big old grizzlies getting the salmon out of the rivers, and everybody's out there filming it.
Yeah, it's like, did
They're
you
gonna
just
get
see
tired of eating fish and turn around and
especially if you got some loving on you. That's a big old burger. I remember one night when we were camping, we go, like I said, at the base of Cog Railroad. It's Jefferson Road, I think, and it starts where Cog Railroad is, like where you can take the train, like the big station at the base and go
Mhm.
up. So we camp like on that road. It's, oh my God, beautiful, primitive, and that's where I go in the bath for the waterfall.
Mhm.
And there was one night, like I heard something like
Don't go out that way. She washes her onion often.
there was something that like scratched the truck, and I was like, this is why we don't go in the tent and we just truck camp.
Right.
But
Right.
it's so cool. It's cool. Like you're in there, you're their home. Like just love them.
Mhm.
Just love them. That's the only like, I guess, quote liberal part of me. Sorry guys. I don't know if anybody's liberal. If you are, I'm sorry. But that's the only liberal
No,
part of me.
Everybody that's on this chat.
Everybody makes fun of me. They're like, how can you be such a conservative but a fucking tree hugger?
You still gotta love where you live.
Exactly.
I'm a loss for words on that one.
Mhm.
You'll have to explain that one, Heather. The other Heather in chat.
Oh.
What'd she say?
Milk and Honey is
Oh, Milk and Honey.
she's a Heather too.
Moose,
There's a couple
other
of us.
moose nuggets.
Moose nuggets.
Did he just say moose knuckles?
Moose.
Nuggets.
Oh, we thought you said moose knuckles. Knuckles.
I'm sorry. You know what?
Oh,
Maybe
boy.
you should
Hey,
have
you
me
need, you need to come up more often.
I maybe shouldn't be in this conversation because
No.
I'm just like, hey.
You crazy. We'll call you Crazy Cousins. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, our camera's off. Now we can have a cigarette.
That's the name of your new stream, Crazy Cousins.
Oh Jesus!
In the
Imagine
morning.
how many people will watch that. They'll be like, "What is going on with this thing?"
This thing. Bless you.
Thanks.
Sorry, we turned the camera off. Y'all can't see this
What is
anymore.
everyone into moose nuggets?
Moose Knuckles, watch Selena
Moose
Spooky
nuggets
Boo.
isn't that like
Selena,
dinglings, like bolingish?
Moose Knuckles is like camel toe.
Oh yeah, I know, but he's saying moose nuggets, so isn't that like bolingish?
You can
So
still
Milk and Honey says it's poo.
It's poop.
Yeah.
Moose
Ooh.
nuggets. You can
Yeah.
use moose nuggets as
For a facial?
no, not for a facial. Where you coming from?
I don't
Where
know.
you coming from? No, I'm only kidding.
I don't know. People use stuff for the weirdest things, so who knows?
Dried up moose nuggets, not knuckles. Nugget. You can actually use as coal to heat your
That'll be a pretty shitty smell.
your. Yes. No pun intended. We're having a good day.
They always have to protect the nuggets. Marshmallow Man.
Hey, Lewis.
Hey, Lewis. Lewis is up in Canada.
Oh,
He's one of us, though.
oh, a poor thing.
He's got an awesome place up there, too.
What part of Canada?
What part of Canada are you in, bud? I forgot.
The
It's been a
cold
minute.
part.
The cold part, yeah.
Definitely.
Lewis, you still got snow up there?
Yeah, I know. He should. I know my brother's getting pounded in Colorado right now. They're getting another foot or two. And swooping down from Canada. He said,
Ontario.
hey, everyone. That's where he's from.
Ontario.
Ontario.
Oh, isn't that where they're having like all the issues right now? No, that's Ottawa, I think.
I don't know.
I just saw something with like, it's getting crazy. I feel bad for those people because they're such good people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we got about 4 foot of snow and it's 40.
Wow.
Wow.
Ugh. Well, which 40 is it? Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Yeah, right.
40 is
we
pretty
can
warm. Well,
Yeah, for us, yeah.
here lately.
I know. I don't know what is your phone tape or temperature. We're quite warm today. We're actually like hanging out in the back porch, and it's no problem. Not shivering or nothing. Weather app. What does it say?
59,
Where?
59.
We're at 59.
Ooh, this whole
Got
week's
a
supposed to be
break in the
warm.
rain
Yep.
today.
Yep. This whole week we're supposed to be pretty much warm in the 50s, 60s. I think by Wednesday and Thursday, and then
Yeah.
I was getting cold again. I think we're gonna drop
Oh,
down
okay,
again.
Fahrenheit.
29.
Hey, Pat. Hey, Jennifer. Blake. See, there were 300 more moonshots. Bucks them right in the sun. Yep, I'm at 20%. Went from 18 to 20. Plug it in.
Yeah, I'm hoping it rains good next week. That way it washes all that stuff off of everything. At least it happened now and not during growing season, because
Mm-hmm.
that probably would have been bad for the garden.
Well, you guys were getting that brown icky stuff too, right? Or is it from the fires?
No, that went east. It didn't go north. That was
Oh,
from Texas and Oklahoma.
oh,
Their
all
dust
right.
storm. That's what
Mm-hmm.
they tried to say it is, and then the report came out this morning saying it's a fire down in Ohio, a greasy fire at that,
Hmm.
in the middle of the woods.
That's strange.
Yeah,
It's not as windy out today either. We're not
because
at 50.
somebody was West Virginia and Pennsylvania also had the same odd stuff on the vehicles.
Yep.
And you can like on the metal buildings and stuff, you can see it all over on the side. On the one on the metal building where Goodwill is, you can see the paint drips, like it's been eaten at the paint.
Hmm. There's something else burning in that besides grease.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's why I said it. That's why I mixed a solution of the baking soda, because if it's acid, it'll neutralize acid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you own a Ford, I should say a late model Ford, you know, your battery terminals get corroded like crazy on a Ford. And that's one of the best things is warm water and baking soda, and you pour it on there and just eats all that acid off of there.
Did I tell you I love my cousin's house? It's like a log cabin. I know it is a log cabin. Oh, woo! I just got some tobacco and some tubes.
Ooh.
Rock on.
Yeah, Minnesota's got quite a bit of fires up there.
Seems like a lot of stuff's been popping off since, well, you know when.
Yeah, 379 active fires right now
Holy
in the United States.
One ship hit another one off of the UK coast and is burning. It seems like every day it's
between that and all certain things crashing that go airborne.
Yeah.
And yep.
Yeah, there was one in Pennsylvania.
Yep. That's the most recent one. It was a small one, right?
yeah.
Like a 6 or 12 passenger or something like that.
Yeah. And of course, you know, Trump will get a blame for that because he fired all the air traffic people.
Yeah. We still need a lot more to go through because there's a lot more dumber ones even.
First of all, those are not government. I mean, there might be some in the military, but not, you know, normal airports are not government airports. That's just silly. Every time there's a plane crash, oh, it's all Trump's fault. There was one over in another country, and they were blaming it on Trump.
Yeah.
I figure you would be going up there about now, B, because it's the weather will start being nicer up there, won't it? Oh, okay. Early May.
I don't have my glasses today. This is a lot worth reading it on my phone.
They don't work anymore.
I put on my cousin's and I was like, oh my gosh, I can see. And she's blind. She's like, yep. But I'm not blind and my sugars are fine. To read, I could see everything. Cheeto.
Hey, Mary, good to see you.
I gotta put my icon up here on my thing.
Yeah, I don't know if that, you know, they're saying it's a greasy fire at that, not just a grease fire. It's a greasy fire. That's called all the film and stuff on the vehicles. I still say it has something to do with because we had like, it looked like a traffic jam up there with all the clouds up there, the straight line clouds. I'll put it that way.
Was it like a white dust when it settled on the car?
No, it was like, it almost like it was almost like a sticky residue. Yeah, it's evidently been going on for a week. I'll go ahead and show it again. Let me see if I can bring that up. Let me scooch into it. Share screen. There we go.
What are we sharing?
Okay.
Sharing.
This is where it's at. And this is where it says it's greasy fire.
That's so weird.
There's nothing available other than this. It's still active. It was reported a week ago. And the size is 12.5 acres. It's 13 miles north of Huntington, West Virginia. And the fire unit is the Department of Natural Resources. Fuel is grass and hardwood. Why is that greasy? I don't know. But like I showed before, switch it to satellite and we get way down in here. And this is where it's supposed to be at. Now, like I was saying earlier, this is an old road, and sometimes people will find these old spots to dump stuff. So I don't know if there was something dumped back there and it caught fire, or there's hardly any information about it.
More than likely, it was some idiot that dumped something and then set it on fire and ran.
I don't know.
I know it's hard to tell nowadays, but
yeah, because there's no information on it other than there's a fire. She's got all that on her page too.
I just gotta stop at Market Basket.
She down in Tennessee, isn't she?
I forget.
Oh. Congratulations on the new baby.
Oh, congratulations, little bambino.
Come on. Or your cat. Say hi.
So what's for dinner tonight, guys? I need some ideas.
Oh boy.
I'm stopping at the grocery store on the way home.
What do you have defrosted?
A hamburger.
Are you still doing the carnivore diet?
Yep.
How does he like that? That's what Scott's been trying to do, but
I cheated. What was it? Friday or Saturday?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, had a voodoo pizza.
Ooh, voodoo hoodoo.
Oh, it's really good.
How do you like it?
It's mainly meat, but it has some barbecue sauce and stuff on it too. So, and the crust.
Cousin D wants to know how do you like doing the carnivore, because her hubs wants to get into that possibly.
I feel a lot better.
There you go.
that works.
That works.
The only other thing that kind of sucks is have to wear a belt now.
That's a good thing.
All my clothes are getting baggy on me.
That's a good thing.
That is a good thing. Yeah. No, that is a good thing. Okay, so I'm not gonna take anything out to frost it. I'm gonna grab something fresh on the way home. What should I have for dinner that I feel like cooking? I don't feel like cooking. There you go. There's dinner.
How about a sub or something?
I can't have the bread. I did a little bit of bread over the weekend and I shouldn't have because my face swelled up again. That's
Uh,
my allergic reactions with it. I can only eat certain things. He can eat whatever he wants when he shouldn't be anyway. But anyway, anyhow, not gonna get into that. Woohoo! Oh no, now he's gonna know what car I drive, so I can't sneak up on him.
B, what was what did she say it was? She probably got hit by the dust in Oklahoma and Texas. 'Cause I think she is in Tennessee, if I remember right.
But the way her hand, it was like stuck to her hand and it was greasy, like ish. And it was all over her son's car too.
Well, that's the thing. It's not greasy here, even though they said that's what it's from. Is from that greasy fire.
It was
You
literally
have to rub it pretty hard to get it off, and then once you do, it's kind of gummy.
Mhm. It was literally like a film. She could swirl her hand in the water troughs for the animals and it would fire, you know? It was
Yeah.
gross. Oh no. We're busted.
Her daddy's home.
No.
Hello, you got on live with some fatties.
You want to say hi to Bushcraft Family? I'm on a live with them right now.
He was just talking about the carnivore diet he just started.
You're on a live, literally. That's Mr. S. Do code words now. That's Scott. Oh, now you wanna put me- I can mute it.
Okay. Look
I'm gonna
greasy.
mute.
Yeah. I don't know, and probably will never know. And like I said, I would like to get a sample of it and then send it in, but do you really know that you would actually get the actual results from it? Because
allegedly.
yeah, can't trust that kind of stuff.
Mm-mm.
They had some up north. They've got this where they're cleaning soil from the Palestine train thing, and there's people around there, that area, taking their soil in to have it tested to make sure they're not, they're not getting anything from that. And they took it in, and the soil's fine. So one of the people, and this is all allegedly stuff, got some very bad soil from drilling an oil well or replacing a well or something. The stuff that comes up out of there, I forget what it's called, but he took that in to get it tested with the other soil, and it all came back good. And when you drill into for the oil and stuff, that soil is all contaminated around that area. That's because that's where they when they do the drilling, they have to dig a barrier around that so that soil and that moisture and stuff doesn't get out. And that being said, it's like, how do we know any of our soils any good when you take it in there and they're saying it's good soil. Who knows? That's I might actually do a video on this, because that's a lot of questions were asked about, your soil and stuff when you go to get it tested for your garden and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I see people doing it, and I'm not saying they're doing it wrong, because it's their garden, they can do what they want with it. But the best way I've was told how to do this is, if you have raised beds or you have multiple areas where you have a garden, and that's somewhat the same, unless you have suspicion one of your raised beds or one of your areas for gardening may be contaminated with something, or whatever the case may be. But if you're using the same soil for a raised bed in that area, you mix it up each bed, and then you take scoops out of one bed, take scoops out of another bed, and you mix that all together, and then you take it in. That way you get a not of just one area, but you get a whole your whole garden basically. Right. And then you get the people who say, well, what if this bed is different from that bed, which it could be, but the main thing you're looking for is your pH level, and then depending what you're having in those gardens, unless you're growing something like corn that sucks out the nutrients of the soil, you should already know to put stuff in that bed to bring up the pH and all that. And raise beds over the next 3 months. Too many rabbits and wombats.
Just for people that are thinking about doing that, you can get stuff off of Amazon or whatever, rapid soil test kits for gardens and vegetables.
Yeah, King has them for $13.
Yeah, these are $9.99. You can get them from Ace Hardware, Temu.
Yeah, and it's not the ones where you just poke in the ground, which those are fine if all you want to know is your pH level. And I was telling somebody last night that you have to be careful with your pH, because you just don't, unless you know what you're doing. Right. You don't, because lime is the best way to bring up a pH. Now, if you put too much in, or if your pH is already good and you put lime on there and it goes way too high, the pH is too high, it's a lot harder to bring it back down than it is to bring it up. And you get it too high, and then you're going to start getting a lot of bad funguses and stuff growing on your roots and the stems.
Yeah, this does a pH test, an N test, which I guess is nitrogen.
Nitrogen, yeah.
A K test, which is phosphate or potash. I'm sorry, and a P test for
potassium. Is it potassium?
Phosphorus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not that. Well, doing 4 things.
Oh yeah.
And that works for grasses and lawns, plants and flowers, trees and shrubs, fruits and vegetables.
Yeah. And the one at Roll King, it has 40 uses. So,
All right.
and if you go to here, we have to go to the health department and get it done. Last time I checked on it was like $30, but they give you a breakdown of all the stuff that's in there, which wouldn't be a bad thing. Like if I was going to dig up my lawn back there, which I wouldn't do because it's mostly gravel. I would probably test the soil first before I decided to do that, to see if it's worth bringing back up. What do you want?
Well, that's like with the when I test the water in the pool. I can't be. You go down to the store with a sample, and then they want to sell you $100 in chemicals. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So I just test for the pH and then the alkalinity. So it's either pH up or down, and then you get your alkalinity where you're good. And but you can tell by just your skin when you come out whether or not you dry off fast or you're
or
slimy.
your hair too.
Right.
Yeah.
It was funny last year. My ex sister-in-law was in the pool, and she came out and halfway down her hairline, because she was just sitting on one of the steps, but deep enough, and her hair had turned color. It was like a mousy blue. I'm like, wait a minute. She says, but I don't use hair dye. And I'm like, the hell you don't. I said, that's a chemical reaction, and that doesn't happen in natural hair. And so, yeah, I guess it's similar to soil testing, checking the levels. And
say hi. He won't say hi. Hey, Huga. How you doing today? Shoveling gravel. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, when we first got here, I was determined to put a nice sized garden back there, and started to dig a spot to check it out, and crunched. I'm like, what the heck? And so I started scraping the grass off, and then there's was bringing up gravel, and then I started dig more, and I actually got the pick out and started digging, trying to get to that layer, and there was about that much gravel,
right,
that they've had in the past to make a driveway back there, and I'm like, it had too much work for me.
well, wouldn't that help the drainage though?
No, not limestone.
Oh, limestone. Right.
Yeah,
this talking about.
It's we don't do regular gravel here. It's all limestone.
Okay.
Because when it gets wet, it almost creates a
like a
it
border
hardens up and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. My grandmother, she had a green thumb because they drank a lot of coffee back then. And guess who was the one that had to go dump the coffee ground? And it went, she said, everywhere, not just in the compost pile, everywhere, coffee grounds. Yeah. Over the tomato plants, over the cucumber plant. So, I mean, I don't have a tenth of knowledge that you do as far as growing, but for some reason, coffee grounds, they did something to the soil.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I like to get one of those Well, there's two different kinds. There's the one that's like a big barrel, and you turn it and stuff, and you add water and whatnot, um, and you put your food scraps in there. You know, vegetables, not meat and stuff, but you put
Right.
and your coffee grounds and all that in there. And there's two different types. There's one that you just leave like that, and you spray it with water, and it drains out the bottom. There's another one that um, you put all that in there and you fill it with water, a certain amount to where it'll start decomposing and stuff, and you drain the water out and you use that water as fertilizer. You know,
Okay.
you dump it on there on your garden and stuff, and that does wonders.
So you're almost making like a brine that sits around for a while and then.
Yeah, yeah, and that's um, I don't like to use grass so much, but you can take your grass clippings and put it at the bottom of a 5 gallon bucket and fill it with water and cap it and just let it sit there. And a week's time, you strain off that the grass and stuff and just use the liquid, and you concentrate it so it, you know, a couple like a half a cup for a 5 gallon or something, and then you just spray it on your. But again, I don't like using grass because I don't know what neighbors are putting on their
Right,
lawns.
right. So in other words, when you leave it to 5 days, that you're basically that's a form of fermentation.
Kind of. It's more of a decompose because there's nothing there to ferment it. Now if you get a grass and you put uh, brown sugar on it
Yeah.
and mix it with brown sugar, that'll create a fermentation.
Hmm. Yeah, I heard a lot about brown sugar last night. That was interesting.
Yeah. I was trying to get him to talk more about it because everybody kept asking questions about it, and I already know because I've been playing with it here for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
But I wanted him to explain it. Trying to get it last time he was on, I was trying to get him to go to YouTube. I said you'd be a hit on YouTube. Oh. But like I said last night, I'll go and get a bunch of water weed. Well, see the thing with, if you make your own molasses, yes, but if you go to the store and buy molasses, because you know that's how you make brown sugar, and if you use like a molasses that comes from a store, it's been heated up and pasteurized and stuff, and it wouldn't have the same effect. Caddyshack.
You know, an old Bill Murray.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go and get a batch of waterweed or jillweed. I still call it waterweed.
Waterweed?
And take it home and I'll chop it up and put it because I've got gallon
He's a smart man.
jugs or mason jars, and then I'll put the brown sugar with it and then seal it up and let it sit there, or not seal it up, but I use cheesecloth at the top and put the ring around it so it can breathe,
Right.
and just let it set for a week. And then you just strain that stuff off and You can put it in a milk jug or something. As long as bugs don't get at it, it'll last a year or so. And you only have to put just a little bit in a gallon jug and fill the rest with water. And that's some of the best stuff for spraying your plants down and stuff.
Hey, Bush, Eric.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna get going.
You
I gotta
are.
drive home. I gotta go drive home. I gotta stop at the grocery store.
Bye-bye.
Don't
Bye.
forget about my suggestion.
Be careful driving home too.
Crazy.
Thank you. What?
Don't forget
Eric?
about my suggestion. The crazy cousins at 10 a.m. live stream.
TL, what do you want us to make tacos? What do you want us to make tacos on?
You just get on and do whatever you want.
Yep.
Imagine.
People will come in and
Donut.
People are going to be like, these two are mentally unstable.
Did you guys see this guy? He just said, "I'm just gonna sit here and eat some donuts."
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I gotta get going to the grocery store and then get stuff on the way home for dinner time too.
Okay.
All right, I love you guys.
Love you
Bye,
too.
everybody. I'll be back up here next time. Hey, bye.
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 Irish and Irish. Bye.
Crazy Irish cousins.
Yeah, the crazy cousins.
Hey, Dana B.
Dana. Hello. Oh, she got storms. Hey, Vester.
Hey, Vester.
Yeah, so how would you go about doing it?
Doing what?
You were going to do some type of, or you were thinking about doing something on the stuff you've been dealing with today.
Oh, you mean I just use baking soda. Just mix it with water because when I was going washing it off, like I said, somebody was complaining about they got water in their eyes and they thought it was soap. And then because I didn't know any different at that time, and then somebody was complaining that the finish, the shine of their paint came out.
Wow. That's more than oil.
Yeah. And then when I was driving home, I was like, ow, little burns. And
Yeah, that's definitely chemical.
when I got home, I looked at it and I was like, oh, well, yeah, you can see now it's almost gone. You can see where
Yeah.
Camera doesn't pick it up too much, but you can see it right there. The other side, I've got it on the other side too. Yeah, you can't really see it. It's just spots. Like maybe it flew off whenever I was spraying it. I was like $5 for 3 minutes. So I went and soaked it up and I was going around really fast. And then I went and switched it to rinse. I didn't use the brush on it because I would have had to put another $5 in there. And then I hurried up and rinsed it off. And I should have lifted my tailgate up one last time because when I lifted it up, there's film all over the back of it from where it was running down.
Yeah.
Because I always try
Will it come off? Did you try a little wax on it? See if it come off?
No, I wasn't going to waste more time for wax.
No. I mean, when you got home, do it manually.
Oh no, all of it's gone off of there except for on the back because I had the tailgate down, and I park up on the higher side, so all the water runs out.
But do you see has your finish lost its sheen to it, or is it like it needs
I
to be
really
cut,
didn't
cut
have
and polished? Or
I really didn't have the best
okay,
shine on that thing. It was old work truck,
all
so
right. Yeah, I can remember those machines were $2.
well,
The
the last
washing
time
machine.
because if I know it's gonna a good pour down and stuff, I go outside and I'll take a bucket of soapy water and then
Right.
go out there and use a sponge and clean it off, and then let the rain do its thing. Yeah, that's what. If it wasn't for that weird film on there, I probably wouldn't even bother washing it off. Like I said, that's last time I went there. It was $1.75,
Wow.
and what was said is that's why it went up so high was this year, um, or last year. Taxes went up. Um, Last year they went up 200 and like 190, $180 this year.
Yeah, I don't. When I do my truck, it's a bucket, and I got a soft bristle brush that screws onto the end of like a broom
Yeah.
handle, and just. But I buy the liquid soap. I forget the brand, but it's got wax in it. I don't know if it's turtle wax or Zip or whatever, and I just soap up the whole thing and rinse it off.
Yeah. The soap I use to, it's a, it's a degreaser, but it's all biodegradable. So it's safe for animals and
Right.
stuff. Hey, thank you, Greg. I appreciate it. I thought you were already a member. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
43 months as a member.
43 months. Woof. I think he was one of my first members. And then I actually lost my monetization and they took everybody's membership. I was more pissed about that than losing my monetization. I'm like, that's not fair to the people who paid for a membership.
Yeah.
And then I got back and then it continued. It was weird because it continued. Everybody's memberships continued from where it was before, which is odd, you know.
The mystery of the tube.
And I still never got an answer.
No.
Yeah, half the stuff that happens with YouTube, I don't even mention anymore because, like them deleting 2 years of my videos and videos before I did like 6 videos, and then the channel got hacked, so I didn't do nothing with the channel for 4 years, and then they got rid of all those, and I had one that was the the Dollar Tree challenge when it used to be $1. You go and get 10 items and stuff.
Yeah.
That one did really good. It was one of the best Dollar Tree videos there was as far as views.
When that store first came out years ago, everything was $1, but it's not that way now. You know?
Yeah.
There's items in there that are more than $1.
I like some of the names I've heard. The 5/4 tree, the buck and a quarter tree. What the heck are you doing over there, cat? Yeah, go check it out. Fuzz Nuts is the boss. He usually keeps everybody in order.
Was that a cat jumping on another cat?
No, he was over. There was a box over there, and he was licking himself, and he rolled backwards and fell off.
Oh, cat bloopers.
Yeah, they're going crazy over a certain box that came in the mail.
Uh-oh. I know which one that is.
It came from New York.
My brother's going to go look at a cat this Saturday. It's coming Saturday with my sister. He had one for years, and it just never came home one day. So he says it's time for another kitty.
Yeah, I wonder sometimes where these depends where you live at too. Where these cats come up missing and whatnot.
I personally think it was a coyote.
Well, yeah, if you're in those kind of areas, but I mean, if you're like in the city and stuff, and they come up missing.
Oh, where I live, there's houses like 25 feet apart from you. You know, I mean, it's, well, maybe a little more than that, maybe 35. And I've seen coyotes going right down the middle of the road. They get hungry, and they stay in these pockets, like in the parks, and they'll get into the palm thickets, and they'll literally raise a family right there, and then they'll go out at night.
Yeah, I've seen the house cat. Well, not house cat, but a outside cat fend for themselves against coyotes.
Oh yeah,
There's some cats that the coyotes don't want to mess with.
feral, a large feral cat can be tough.
I've seen a cat shoo away a bear. I would never even thought something like that, and the thing is, the bear swatted at the cat, and the cat dodged the swat. And I was like, there goes one of your 9 lives right there, and it smacked him on the nose, and the bear just took off running. I'm like,
yeah,
that was the coolest video I seen.
You type in cat follies or crazy cat into the YouTube search engine, and oh man, there's
Yeah,
all kinds of
unfortunately,
cat videos
nowadays there's so many AI versions. Well, you see that my thank you thing at the end has that cat playing a guitar.
Right. No, but I mean, this is definitely, the real stuff.
Oh yeah.
The best one that I've seen, and it's not a cat video. It's I'm going to say it's either over in India or Pakistan, and it's a real small town. I mean, and it's not a highly populated town. And there's this one. It's not a spider monkey. But it's not a baboon. I forget the name of it, and it's decent size. And when people pass by on the street, it comes out and it attacks them. It'll grab women's purses. Some old lady was walking with a cane, and it came up behind her and knocked her over. And it's throwing stuff. It has its own fruit, and it's throwing stuff at people. It's just some of these primates, man. They can be, well, they're already smart, but they can be nasty.
Yeah, that's one monkey I wouldn't want to mess with is the baboons. You see that it's like a lion's mouth.
Yeah. Yep.
and they'll use their mouth.
Oh yeah.
What?
Kitty, kitty.
Say hi.
Is that fuzz nuts?
Yeah. He's been stuck up my butt because when he was sick, I nursed him back to
Yeah.
health and stuff, and he
They
was
don't forget.
by my side the whole time. So, and at one point I had to hand feeding the cat food one by one because he didn't want to eat unless I gave it to him.
Mm. He's eating on his own now.
Oh yeah, he's doing really good. He's the first to tell me it's time to eat. It's about that time now.
Dinner bell.
Yeah. And Joker's doing good.
Good.
They when they trim their nails when they go to the vet, and he, as soon as he comes home, he goes to jump up on his tree because that's his little spot over there. He goes, jumps up on it, and it falls right back down because he didn't have any claws. they're already they're already grown back already though.
Why does this bot keep dumping? I keep dumping stuff on myself. What's that? I'll take the bacon though. That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got or I should say I've got it's a neighborhood cat. It's not thin. Once in a while, I'll give it a dish of food out on the front porch, but I've got a
Yeah.
shed on the side of my house, and he just sits there. You know, he climbs up it during the day and suns himself, and then you'll see him over at this house, and you'll see him over at that house and that house, but nobody knows where he lives. I said, well, he lives in the neighborhood. He's just kind of, you know,
Yeah.
just kind of hangs out. But he's not real feral because he's not real spooky. I mean, if he knows you enough, you know, you can get pretty close to him with a dish. And
Yeah. Here you have to be careful because, well, depending on your neighbors, you know, if you put a dish out and you feed an animal, they can call in and report you, saying it's your cat, and then the animal shelter comes and says you need to register that cat.
yeah. Now, when I give him food, that's just on the front porch, and I'll go back 5 minutes later, and he's gone, and the plate's half empty, and I'll just bring it in and
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. That's whenever we see one around, and we'll put a dish out there, and when it's empty, we bring it back in the house and not go out there and dump food out there all the time, because then you get possums and raccoons and stuff too.
right.
Not to mention snooty neighbors.
Looks like Dana and Vester went on a trip 770 miles away. That must be some date. 770. I got to play that number tonight. So, High Country Homestead, young lady from Aussie, Australia. What kind of dog? Are you looking for a sheepdog? Kind of like a Mad Max kind of dog? They're kind of cool.
Oh, I hate when people would just dump their animals somewhere.
Yeah. 4 cats she's got.
Oh,
Rotten what? I can't see it.
rotten milk.
Oh.
long-haired German Shepherd. They're trying to adopt it at the moment. Oh, well, I hope you get. I
Cool.
hope you get it adopted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when we first came in this area, was $10 for a cat and $15 for a dog to adopt them, and they get shots and everything and a coupon to get them fixed. Because we lived out in the somewhat country. Um, we had neighbors, but they were down the road and whatnot. And I wanted to get some cats. And usually you would see ads in the paper, free cat, free kitten, this and that. Didn't see any. So we went down and I adopted a couple cats. And kids wanted this cute, cuddly one. And I seen this ugly, mangy looking cat. And I said, that's the cat I want right there. And their cat didn't want to have nothing to do with them at all.
Yeah.
It was always gone and everything. And the one I got was the most lovable cat. Somewhere in the woods or whatever, he got into it with something and lost its tail. Come home and he didn't have a tail left. And whenever I'd go out and work on a car or something, I'd bend over and be working or whatnot. He would always jump on my back and just sit there as I was working, not claw or anything, just sit there. And we had that cat for the longest time there until he just got too old. He was a good.
Look at that. I got dumped on again myself. Bush, you got this set up that way. I'm not going to play.
No,
What the hell do I want
it's
to play?
totally random.
The dirty toilet seat. Jennifer Ocean, she's starting this stuff. I can see you, JOH. I see you.
Yeah, I think now it's like $100 for a dog, and
Wow.
cats are 45 or 60 now. They get all their shots and everything, but
we went through my pop's den the other day. Of course, he was there, and just getting rid of stuff that was, bric-a-brac and knickknacks, and not necessarily cherished family items, just basically junk that you collect over the years, but
yeah,
sellable junk. So we loaded it up, and I got a pickup, and she tried pulling a fast one. I said, no, I took the last load. You're taking this one. So she goes up. It used to be Pet Pal Rescue, and it's changed to, I think it's called Fluff or Fur Baby or whatever.
that's
And
an awful one.
It's their store. Their store where they make the money to help the dogs and cats. And they told her that the average dog, regardless of size, is about what it costs them for vets and chipping it and doing everything it needs, that it's shots and all, is about $400. Now, the average Joe, I don't think is going to pay that for
Yeah,
so I don't really know if I believe that, because most vets that work either with or for those type of places normally give a great discount, or they volunteer their services to,
yeah.
help with getting the animals ready. But
That's the way it is here. There's one person that actually gets paid by the county, and then there's the rest of volunteers.
right.
And this is still, and I a no-kill animal shelter. They have been known to send, if they have too many, they have to send some to another county, which those counties do euthanize eventually. But they try their hardest to not in this county to do that.
Yeah.
Now, if I wanted to go down and get, say, I wanted to get another cat for some odd reason, I would just go in and talk to her, and she would just give them to me. I'd have to fill out papers and all that, but just because I've fostered cats before.
Right.
But she asked me, she had 3 litters of kittens, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I can't right now. And she said she understood.
Unless you've got an open area and, you know, outside places, storage and barns and whatever, it's really not practical having that many.
Yeah. If I'd like
At
a
least
big
for me.
house or something, but I wouldn't feel right just putting them somewhere and just going out and feeding them every once in a while.
Right.
Yeah, like these ones that got attached to them, and they said, well, we're able to take the cats back now. I'm like, I'm just gonna hold on to them because we got attached to them and everything, and they're so used to us now.
Right.
I wouldn't want to put them through the adoption thing of, you know, going to another place and everything. She said that's fine. And then we got Joker because my son wanted a cat because all the other cats are like glued to me. And he said, I want a cat that for myself and everything. And he's getting to where he's glued to me now. But he goes up and spends time with him and stuff, so that's good. And he's bigger. He's bigger than all the cats right now, and he's 8 months old. It's crazy.
I don't know. Your bot, Charles, is
Did you dump stuff on yourself again?
no. Jennifer put something in there.
Oh,
She kicked me.
oh,
That we ended up 78 miles away. Well, let's see.
oh! That's not too bad.
What if I went south? I'd be. That's what Sarasota.
It depends which direction, because you might be out in the ocean.
Yeah, I know.
In
That's
the
what
Gulf.
I'm trying to figure out. I hope I got my floaties with me.
Hey, Bubba, how's it going?
Bubba News.
The one you have to watch out for is Dana.
I know.
She'll kick you out of the state.
I know. Dana's a sweet lady, but don't do it. She'll get you.
Oh, you're a big boy. Huh, you're a big boy. This is Spike. Say hi,
Spike?
Spike. Look up here. I just want to leave
So they're
you.
all white, correct?
No, we got a striped one, which that or a tiger-ish one.
Oh, that's
He's the son of the one I used to have, Goku. And he's got the same breathing issues too, so which kind of sucks.
yeah.
Yeah, last year we lost Evie. She looked like Spike but smaller.
I'm hearing a lot of Pokemon names.
Yeah. Well, that's the only Pokemon.
No, the one before that too.
Which one was that?
Not Eevee. There was one or the second one before that.
Oh, you mean Goku?
Goku.
That's not Pokemon.
That's not Pokemon.
That's Dragon Ball.
Right, Dragon Ball. Lily J, how you doing?
Hey, Lily. Yeah, they're fixated with that box right now. They smell other cats on it.
Yes.
And I guess I could show this because I don't have to worry too much about people picking on Grace because Grace can handle herself.
Grace? Who's Grace? Grace, where are you?
Oh,
That's cool.
yeah, that is cool. She said, "Watch out for the cats because they'll smell my cat," which I already put this up, and the box is still sitting on the bed, and they're swarming around it, and there's a couple sleeping in it, but everybody's.
How big is that?
It's just a throw type one. It's like
6x6, 4x4. Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I like the colors.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't want to piss her off.
Grace has to be nice to me because I got to wait for her to get her over the state line. So. I know this. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm sorry. Bubba got hit with a wet cow pie by Jennifer. Schmuck.
A van lifer that lives, or she's in Florida right now.
Oh, really?
And she says that there are people was thinking that 3-letter agency or 3-letter group, and it stands for something else. Land that you can actually camp on and stuff for, I think, 3 days or something.
All right.
It's not. Is it Bureau of Land Management? But you understand the abbreviation for that. And everybody was getting on her saying, you support this, you got on their land and this and that. And she had to explain to them what it meant.
Oh, yeah. The same acronym, different group, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's land that's set aside to where you can go out and camp on and stuff.
Only that corporation doesn't have multi-million-dollar homes all over.
Yeah.
What a sham that is.
Yeah. Yeah, they help all these people out with court costs and this and that, and I'm like, then why does the president of it need 6 homes?
Right. Well, because George Soros thinks she needs them.
Yeah.
The money's coming from.
Yeah. One of those conversation type ones there. Oh.
Yeah. It's funny you well, it's I'll transition from Florida, this and that. I had lunch with my brother today, and he used to work for the school system, and he's still involved with this group and that group as far as law enforcement and all that other crap. And the conversation was about funding and, different organizations. And there's a couple of police departments down here that need canines. Well, a canine costs about, I believe he said $12,000.
Wow.
That's, of course, one that's been raised and brought up and trained. So, in other words, as soon as you pay the money, it's ready to go. I mean, and I guess the Zoom meeting he was in, because he sits on one of their boards, and there was a little bit of well, why are you giving this town a canine when you did that 5 years ago, and this municipality needs one, and you know how it goes when money's involved, and
Yeah.
all that other stuff. And he mentioned something about the school system, and jokingly, and his old boss was at the meeting too, and he said, well, you could always dip into the school system fund. And she started laughing. She says, no, she's like, we're actually down, just for this certain county, we're down $35,000 in our coffers. And I'm like, well, why is that? Well, apparently people are moving out of these counties that are on the coast, that are subjected to these outrageous insurance rates, and just it's nuts down here. And people are either moving inland to a county that's a lot cheaper to live, or they're moving out of the state altogether. And it just goes to show you how money and storms can, really put the kibosh on, what was a growing community. Now, I don't see the snowbirds should be here by now, and I don't see maybe a tenth or 2/10 of what it would have been.
Oh, wow.
Last year. I saw a couple of I saw a New York plate. I followed it too because I thought I saw Grace driving it, but it wasn't her. And I saw a couple of Michigan plates, PA. But normally the roads are just mobbed, just saturated. So, but a lot of things aren't open still on the beach. And
Well, what you mean, like the boat ramp?
well, just where you can, the lodging and the restaurants, the nightclubs.
Usually they're pretty quick at getting back up and going.
Well, the thing is, since they're all on these barrier islands, when Milton came through, I mean, either the buildings were totally destroyed or needed a total gutting and a refit. And this certain 4-letter agency that starts with an F and ends with an A, once they got involved and took over, they also slowed the permitting process down, and they started screwing people over on, well, if you don't meet 50% of the criteria, that, well, we say your property's valued at this, but the city and township says, no, it's valued at this. And if you don't meet 50% of that value that FA says is the value, then you either have to build up on stilts or you're not building at all. And that's why, then of course, with all of the, the whack-a-mole with people with certain politician signs on their front lawns were treated differently. And anyway, that's another subject, but they have just run ragshag down here and just screwed everything up. Now, where I ate today, the server there, awesome gal, she's just got her permit, and it's just now today they got it. Her boyfriend called her and said, so we can start doing this and doing that. But that agency, that really, really needs to be
revamped.
Yeah. because I mean, you know, I mean, if you, but again, you're not going to get the tourism down here. Another thing too, the entertainment, the entertainment industry down here, like the bands, it's feast or famine because you know they have my next door neighbor owns a restaurant, bar, grill, and a big deck out back, and he has certain bands each night, and they're all in a queue, and you know everyone knows them. So some people that like one band and not the other band, that's when they'll come. So when Milton came through, everything stopped, but everyone was still in a queue on, you know, you got this night, this. So when things finally opened up this year, you've got maybe half of the clubs that are open, if that, but you've still got this giant, you know, group of groups that want to play. And, you know, now it's just like feast or famine. And I guess it's getting kind of, I wouldn't say nasty, but I've never seen anything like it. And to get anything worthwhile, I mean, as far as if you're looking for numbers or whatever, I mean, you really got to go inland, way inland. So it's almost, unfortunately, it's gotten kind of cliquish out on in the beach communities. You know, well, no, I played here.
Yeah.
I played on Tuesdays last year, and that's what I'm playing this year. And you know, of course, the restaurant owner's not going to say anything, or the guy that does the booking's not going to say anything because that's his bread and butter. And the restaurant guy knows the band's going to bring in the money, so he's not going to say anything. And you know, it's just it's disappointing that it's the way it's turned out. But again, when you start messing with somebody's paycheck, they're, you know,
Yeah.
that stuff happens. So.
I remember whenever I was working down there, their house. No, I have no reason why they were wanting to do it, but we were jacking the house up and we were putting these big old pillars. They had to drill down in, and they put the pillars in there, and then he moved the house and jacked it up and slid it up on top of this thing. And the part that I always remember was that big sledgehammer.
Oh yeah,
big lag
driven. I love it.
Yeah, bang, bang, on top of these, on top of a ladder.
Right.
And you start getting tired, and when you would bring back, a lot of times you'd go, whoa, and have to grab on.
Manually doing it.
Yeah.
Like when they're driving pilings out here, just for a private dock, so they're just doing wood pilings. That's not as loud. But when they're building a bridge, I mean a big bridge.
Oh yeah.
And of course it's over water, so the sound is amplified 25 times. And you can hear the piston driving that weight all the way up, and then bang, bang, and it's all day long, all day long.
Yeah, these weren't drove in. They actually had a thing to drill in.
They had auger bit or something.
And then what the banging part I was talking about was these big lag bolts that bolted one pillar to the cross beam
right
that went across. And we had to bang them in there, and it's, oh man.
I went by one. Oh God, it's probably about 10 years ago. They were doing the second bridge here, but they were only doing. They would do one side of the bridge obviously first, and then the other side, so you know the traffic could flow. And I don't know. I was maybe 20 yards from it because you know it was all roped off with floating, you know, cones or whatever you want to call it. and the amount of space that was actually driven down by these pilings. I mean, you're lucky if it went more than an inch. So that's why they were beating on these things all day, every day for hours on end, because it takes that much time to get them pilings down into the sand,
Yep.
to a specific level. But
It's Trump's fault again.
what happened?
Dow falls by 900 points
Yeah.
in the market after Trump says he won't rule out a recession. Yep. Blame it on Trump. And that's the thing that gets me about these tariffs. You realize these tariffs are what they're charging us.
Right. It's reciprocal.
Yeah. Why are people complaining about it being even instead of we're supposed to give everybody a break?
Or,
Look what China was paying before Trump did it the first time.
yeah.
They were paying like 10% or something like that, 8 or something like that. And we were paying the whole 100% to send stuff back over. How is that fair? And people are complaining, oh, it's not fair, like, do you realize that's what they're charging us?
Right.
It's
Now,
not like we're doubling what they're paying us.
This whole week, that's what I guarantee. That's what it's going to be on. The media's got their new mindset, and okay, we got to run with this. Bad orange man. Dow dropped, and if the Dow goes back up another 800 to the good, oh well, that's got nothing to do with him. It's something.
Yeah,
I think it's just all It's sad when another party just has nothing to offer.
Yeah, no. I mean, you knew that was going to happen.
Oh, sure.
At his speech thing.
Yeah. Well, not only that, I knew it was going to happen the election night. I said, I turned to my brother and I said, just because he gets in, they're going to fight him every way they can. Does everyone know that the gentleman from Ukraine that used to be a comic in leather chaps had a meeting with the DNC leaders, Schumer, and before that Oval Office?
Yeah, that's where it came from.
Yeah. And the news aren't going to tell you that.
Oh,
so isn't it convenient that he spoke to the opposition party first, and then he comes out in front of T-Man and Mr. Vance and starts his stuff? It's the world is a show, man. It's all a big show.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down because it's time for the cats to eat. So I'm not. The time change is kind of still there, and the way he talked about it, he's like it's like at 50-50. Some people want it, and some people don't want daylight savings time. And he says, well, if it's that close, why bother changing anything? Because you're going to piss off equal amount of people on both sides. So you might as well just leave it. But I'm going to go ahead and call it. We will catch you on the next one. I'll be live tomorrow. I don't have a guest. I've didn't line anything up. I figured it was good to just get back to our normal
Cool.
one, and then maybe every other week do a guest or something like that. We'll see. But we will catch you guys later. Everybody have a good Monday night.
Monday night.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah. Thank you. You too. Don't copyright this.